Let's see if this works any better. And the link started working, so that's positive. Hopefully this is working better. Hopefully there's no static. I don't know if you can even... I don't even know if you can hear me. Howdy, Skeeter. Is it better, Curtis? Is thumbs up? It's better, Curtis. I hope. Skeeter, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Kind of last minute stream idea. Although I'm thinking that this probably will be the time I stream. Thanks for that, Skeeter. We had some static a little bit ago, so I had to restart. Do work and stuff. Actually, I have a, this is actually a worker. I'm cheating right now, Curtis. Skeeter, I don't know if you've checked out this, what I call AC Farms. It stands for Achievement Chasing Farms. And basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to get the achievements. So it's basically just a let's play. Where I'm chasing achievements. I think I kind of said that 3 times, but you got it. Oh, no cheating. I know. I accuse Mr. Fats of cheating all the time with his PC mods. But we're supposed to be over here planting. Skeeter, I don't know if you've seen it, but I only have 3 more achievements I need to get to before I get the 100% on the achievements. The plot thickens, which is for fertilizing. It's so easy, which is for planting, and then highly cultivated. Yesterday we got the achievement for what is it? The grain my horses love, or something like that, for the sorghum. This is on the map. What is it? Monteriggioni, I think is how it says it. It's the one that Krusty was playing on with his fine foods. It's a really nice looking map. Although it wants to update, and it doesn't want to update. And I don't want to mess with it too much because I want to get these 3 achievements done before I do that. And then I'll probably just stop playing, just get rid of the map altogether. But it is a pretty cool map. If anybody cheats with PC mods, it's you and Blue Roses. Yeah. I mean, PC, I mean, that's why they're there though, right? I wish that they would put the lumberjack mod on console. I mean, I don't think it would be that hard. At least the part where you can use the chainsaw to cut stumps. That should be easy, I think. I really do like the animal mod you guys got, where it's more realistic. That's not as easy, I don't think, to put on console, but that would be pretty cool. Our workers 80% full. I started a series on the map Pasta King. You have a on this map you did the Pasta King? Yeah, that's another thing that's kind of cool with the PCs. You guys can, hey, this thing isn't working right. I'm gonna switch it up myself, which would be kind of cool on console too. Like you get those mods that, why the heck does this not produce anything? Especially like on the triple threat, I got that blueberry greenhouse. That stupid thing. I think I'm on like year 3. I've gotten 2 pallets. What the heck good is it? I want it because it's, you know, on console you don't get blueberries on any map but that one. That's a new thing, right? Part of that map. But it's pretty annoying when it doesn't even, it's not even worth doing. I heard that Crustu had it on early on too, and he just got rid of it. Crustu likes to do that though. He don't even mess around with the stuff. If it doesn't work like he wants, it's gone the next episode. So I bet I still can't get over the fact that you have what was it, 72-page journal on a series that you haven't even started yet. Sheesh. And I can't even take notes on what I did this episode and want to do next episode. I do need to start doing that though, because I'm running out. I'm going to be a little bit pressed for time in the fall with football, school, and reffing all at the same time. And then I'm going to start. I run a college football 27 league. We play 3 times a week too, so I'll have that going on as well. Lots of custom mods. I really do like the Skeeter picture on your, you got it on your Jeep, and you got it on your truck, and you got it on the moonshine facility. Looks like our dude over there is full. We should probably go check him out. Finish this off. I believe Mr. Fats is actually going to come out with his own own challenge here in the next couple of days too, which sounds pretty cool actually. But hey Curtis, shut the tractor off. Thanks. You got to get up at 4 to take your daughter to school? Is that what the deal is? Skeeter's got some good branding or some good brandy on his farm? We're going to scroll through every machine I got. Turn the tractor back on. So you got the bus squared away. That's good. First year of high school. That's actually first year of high school. Scary times. For kids anyways. What time does school start this? She's got to get up at 4. Or you got to get ready before you wake her up. No, I don't want to work her. No, still don't want to work her. I want these. Nice. You made the pallets and the recipes, huh? That's pretty cool. I like that mod you guys got where you have like workers inside it. But Artemis was using it. When I say you guys, I mean PC players. When Artemis was using it, he said it wasn't working very well. It was slow or something. She plays sports. What sports does she play? She got to practice first thing in the morning. Yikes. Swimming? What is in the fall? All I know is football. Well, I guess that would make sense. So you need to get up kind of that early. Our school starts at 7 too. That's when we start. Wrestling? That's cool. I thought wrestling was in the fall though. I was always kind of the small kid in school. I started school when I was 4, so I was kind of a year ahead of everybody in my class. She has wrestling at the end of the day. Yeah, girls do tend to take a long time, I guess. But my bot's telling everybody to smash that like button, so if you guys could do me a favor and smash that like button, it would be awesome. Anyways, I started a year earlier, so I was always the smallest kid in my class. Well, not the smallest, but one of the smaller ones. So I never really wanted to take up wrestling because I didn't want to be the one that got beat up by a girl. Then I'd have to hear about it all day, every day. Especially like a freshman year, the girls are usually stronger than boys when they're freshmen. Which we just did a combine thing for our football team, and kind of amazed at how small the kids are actually. Speaking of high school, Curtis, when you went to the graduation, what color were they wearing? That might help me figure out where you were. I thought it was on a path there, guess not. What's up, Lee? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. I was kind of lurking in one of Why Not's chats, but I was busy doing something else, so I couldn't say hey. Alright, gonna go on a different path. These GPS lines must be in some weird areas. I was the dirt in class, didn't do sports until I studied karate at a private dojo ran by a captain of the police department. That's pretty cool you did karate, Skeeter. Some people just aren't into sports. I was into sports. One of the main problems is that I don't know why my lines are so weird here like this, but we're gonna go back and try again. One of the main problems for me is I live quite a ways away from the school, and so like I didn't really want to do all that traveling. But I was definitely into sports. I also was in multiple different Not really clicks, but yeah, clicks. Okay, you gonna look at the pictures, Curtis? All right. Doing good. How about you? I'm doing great, Lee. I'm thinking that this is probably going to be the times that I'm streaming, if I do stream, and I'm still working it out, as I had to restart this stream. As Curtis told me, there was some static. Seem to be having some issues with that. Probably should get a better mic set up, but I'm not really ready for that yet. I do everything from my living room. I don't have a desk or nothing like that. And I'm not really prepared to do a desk type of deal. I don't really want to do that yet. Lee, do you know Skeeter and Curtis? I think that's who's all in here. That haven't seen anybody else talk yet. If you have talked and I haven't seen you talk again. Yeah, Lee, you need to get a system so you can play. You watch all of us play. Your school color is red and white. That was the same colors as my school, Skeeter. And then when I went to school, just on the other side, there was the football field. There was the road on the outside of the football field, and then on the other side of that road was the cow pasture. They used to call us Cow Pie High. Now it's pretty much houses all around it. Class of 22. I was there that day, Curtis. So that's actually a Mukilteo school. There's two Mukilteo schools. I work at the other one. And they do graduation the same day, one before the other. So I was probably at that graduation, which is kind of weird. We were both at the same place. Didn't know each other at that time, obviously. Our school is purple. Fighting Farmers? Is that your real name, the Fighting Farmers? I might be in the background of a picture, but so I work in the structured, well, it used to be called structured autism class. Now they got rid of the autism part, as they don't want classes called by disability, or I don't know if autism is necessarily a disability. It depends on how you look at it. But I'm in the structured class, so my students actually need assistance with that whole scenario. So I tend to show up a little early, so if we were the late one that day, I'll be there a little bit early to help the students out. But if we're the first ones. We are the first ones to go across the stage and get our diplomas or whatnot. And as soon as my students are crossed, done, I'm usually out. Ali, if you're not subscribed to, I don't think Curtis puts out any videos yet, but I think Curtis is like you. He's a moderator though for Blue Roses. But if you're not subscribed to Cousin Skeeter's farm, you changed your name. You should. He's doing some cool stuff on his farm, and he's got. Well, don't tell anybody, Lee, but he's got moonshine on his farm. All kinds of moonshine. Garrison went to your farm? The Dallas Cowboys? What was it? That was the quarterback and coach, right? Skeeter graduated in 87. Lee graduated in 88. You guys are just a little bit older than me. I was harassing Curtis the other day. He got to share links for the first time. I know how it is though, because he's Brett, who moderates with Curtis on Blue Rose's channel, also moderates for Rusty. And Brett beats me all the time to the links. A fullback, huh? Not recognizing him. Actually, there's a kid from my school that graduated with me. He actually got drafted by the New England Patriots ahead of Tom Brady the same year. Of course, you know who had the better career. What's up, Rusty Money in the house? How you doing, buddy? There you go, Rusty. Played in the 60s. Come on, Curtis. Rusty Money, well, everybody's putting their class in there, so everybody, but Rusty Money and I are pretty close. I'm class of 95. I appreciate y'all coming out. This is kind of I didn't even let anybody know I was doing this. It's awesome when you guys come out. I do believe that this will probably be the time that I will be streaming. However, it'll probably most likely be football that I'll be streaming going forward. You got ice cream. What flavor you got today, Rusty Money? Did you get that watermelon flavor? I saw the videos on Facebook that they were talking about. Look good. I think our worker's done over here. You graduated in 98, Curtis? So you're not too far behind us. Behind me and Rusty Money. Curtis, you should have let me know the trailer's full. Crap. We'll have to go dump this. Rocky Road's pretty good. I was never really a fan of nuts in my ice cream, but as I get older, it's not so bad. And Rocky Road's got a little bit of everything going on, right? So, not too bad. Pumpkin flavored ice cream? I don't know about that, Skeeter. I guess it is the pumpkin spice time of year. You guys got that where you're at, where everybody's crazy about that pumpkin spice? Or is it just a Starbucks thing from around here in Pacific Northwest? Okay. You got the Bluebell. Rusty Money, Lee's asking how your live stream went. Did you live stream today, Rusty? Or was that the one from this weekend? I've never... I mean, this is going to be crazy because I'm in Seattle where they start... Well, not in Seattle. I'm in that area. But I've never really been a fan of Starbucks. It could be because they sold the Sonics and basically got them moved to Oklahoma. And I haven't really watched basketball since. Yeah, we have the pumpkin spice up in Canada too. Yeah, but you probably put it on your French fries or something. It went okay. Not too, no, not today. So it's the weekend walk. So he's talking about the stream I was in, right, Rusty? You seemed like you were emotional. Are you okay, Rusty? I've never been to Whataburger. I've heard of them. Pumpkin pie is good, Rusty. You don't like whipped cream on your pumpkin pie? How about what is it, French vanilla ice cream? You like French vanilla ice cream with your pumpkin pie? I do kind of like whipped cream, but the French vanilla, I will go for that first. What do we got going on here? Okay. By the way, Rusty, is it your birthday today? I won't tell anybody. I know it's coming up here pretty soon. You said it was before the 23rd. We only got 5 days before the 23rd. If it is your birthday, Rusty, or I don't see you on your birthday because you were talking about either doing a stream or streaming the weekend, which you apparently is before the weekend as well. Have a happy birthday. Remember, go Hawks. We're not talking about them 49ers. I don't know, Skeeter. My family didn't really do homemade ice cream. They did homemade stuff, but it was not ice cream. Where's this worker going? You don't want to finish where you were? Different worker, gotta go start somewhere else? What's going on here? So Lee said about 40 years ago he had hand churned ice cream. Rusty Money 5 years ago. He helped make it with his aunts in Iowa. Curtis, it's been since he was a kid and it snowed. Does this not snow where you're at, Curtis? I don't know, everybody. I feel like it snows everywhere because really it doesn't. I mean, it snows here, but it doesn't snow. About 30 years for Skeeter. It was a staple at my mom's family reunions, along with Granny's chicken and dumplings. Ooh, chicken and dumplings. Now you're talking, Skeeter. Lee says, geez, he's old. Rusty Money went back to Iowa for Western days. What is and helped my Aunt Casey make some at my Aunt Patty's house. What is Western days, Rusty? You like? Do they like have like a Western town or like old cowboys? North Texas, just an inch or two a year. Now an inch or two every 3 years. Okay. Let's see. I don't even think it snowed here last year. I know we didn't get no snow days. They act a fool around here when it snows. I remember when I was a kid, it used to snow quite a bit. And we had to walk. We had to walk uphill both ways on top of the fence posts to get to school. You can tell your daughter that, Skeeter. See that? Just a local celebration focused around a rodeo weekend. That's pretty cool. We don't really have. Actually, we might on the eastern side of the state, but in the western side, we don't really have any rodeos. That would be cool. Lee says, "Come get some snow from him in the winter, Curtis." Yeah, those ice patches actually are the worst. Well, okay, so I gotta focus on what I'm doing here for a second, guys. I sound like your dad, Rusty? What is she talking about? Oh, the fence posts? Rusty, my stepdad's from South Dakota. Where do you think he got it? He's got that same thing where it snows back there. That's where I heard it from. I think we need to plant that one. Why didn't I get the planter? I need the tractor, though. Curtis, tell me to bring the tractor with me. Okay, I guess that's just going to roll away. I remember going back to South Dakota and my cousin and I riding three-wheelers on top of the ponds and stuff. It seemed like there were snowbanks on either side of the road as a kid. Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun either, Skeeter. No, I don't want worker. Why do I keep doing this? There we go. Okay. Down. There we go. It is kind of weird how some like bus drivers, I don't understand. Bus drivers don't want you to open the windows or whatnot, or you can only have a little crack. And I'm like, I'm dying of heat in here. The other thing I noticed as a football coach, you know, you ride the bus with the kids in the football games. I don't remember them ever, the seats being so cramped. And it's not like I'm a tall person. I am starting to get a little bit bigger because I like ice cream like Rusty Money does apparently. I don't know why they color the seats those colors. There is a reasoning for the colors on the bus. The black stripes are actually supposed to tell you if like emergency crews come, tells you where the bottom floor is, where the seat is, and where the shoulders should be. Not sure why the green though. I don't know. I used to have to ride the bus for my students as well. And those buses with the seatbelts on are really a pain in the butt. Literally. I don't ride the bus with the students anymore unless it's like a football game or something. But haven't you ever heard ice cream before bed helps you sleep better? Oh, ice cream before anything helps with anything, Rusty Money. I agree. Uh, I tend to like I like that you got barbecue thing on your Discord too. I think we would get along very well. Problem is, probably have to go see my doctor more often about my blood pressure. Before they covered that headache bar across the back of the seat. I don't remember the headache. I don't remember the headache bar though. I'm sure. What the heck are we doing? The other thing about school buses that I don't understand is how come, like, you know, there's that one seat that's over the heater? Too far. Why? What do you mean I can't see the GPS? Okay. So there's that one seat that's above the heater all the time, right? How come that heater never gets turned off? Like, why does it gotta run all the time? Some sort of ingredient in ice cream helps you relax? I'll buy it. Yeah, Curtis, they never, I don't know. When I was riding with one of our students, I swear uh, the bus driver learned how to drive in like a third world country, you know, where they like used to driving on one lane roads and jumping curbs and whatnot. She was crazy. Uh, she would do a lot of stuff that I don't think bus drivers are supposed to do. She would drive past cars in the turning, the you know, like the middle turning lane that you're not supposed to. You're supposed to turn in them, right? Yeah, she would get in there and like drive blocks in that thing so we get away from people. Yep, I would believe anything too. It's like donuts. I think they're health food. I swear somebody told me they were healthy for you. Oh, Lee's getting into herbal things, I think, or something. He's nice and relaxed. What's everybody's favorite flavor of ice cream? I think we asked this in Rusty's live once. I'm a fan of the birthday cake flavor. There's a mod for what, Skeeter? What did I do? I don't. Butter pecan, Curtis, or however you say that word. Everybody says it differently. Butterscotch. That's pretty good. Butterscotch. I think when we were talking about this in butter pecan mixed with praline and cream. Yeah, people say it all kinds of different. I didn't know how you say it, Curtis. Some people get offended. I say everything wrong, anyways. Be honest with you, they were making fun of me because I don't pronounce stuff. They were making fun of me at work because of the way I say some words. And I don't know. I think I say them right, but whatever. A mod for Lee's herbal items. Got you. That's another thing that I wish they would have in FS25. I get it. It's a console. For console, they'd trying to keep it kind of PC or whatnot, but there is that game that's, what is it? I don't know. Is it Cannabis Farmer or something? I can't remember. But like, I don't know. Other countries probably make a killing off of that. Lee doesn't need mods for that. You had to correct a Washingtonian. Were they saying pecans? Weird. I will say right now, Washingtonians are pretty, like, I don't know. We got a pretty diverse group of people here in Washington now. We seem to get a lot of Hawaiian people around here, people from Hawaii and whatnot, and I don't know why you'd ever want to leave Hawaii to come here, but, and then obviously other population or races or whatever you want to call it. That it is, Curtis. That it is. It's kind of what I think of every time they say it, too. You got 3 stores up there in Dryden. So down here, the lumber mill I used to work at for 24 years, there's a company that does like telephone poles across the street. And about half a month ago, it caught fire, which it backs up to the cannabis warehouse. There would have been a big party that night in that town. It was Farmer Cop. He's from Washington. I think he's on the east side though, isn't he? I thought I did know he was in Washington. Skeeter's got happy. I don't know how we got into this conversation, but Skeeter's got just down the road from him Happy Hippie house. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I could probably just jump the fence, and I got stuff there. Farmer Cop don't tell where he's from? No, I don't recognize him if I ever got pulled over by him. Is he still a cop? He is, isn't he? I haven't actually watched his videos in a while. Well, I was watching the ones where he was in the hotel with DJ Goham just recently, but or wherever the heck they were. I think they were at Farmcom or whatever that is. I'm not cool enough to get invited to. Yeah, he's full-time cop. So he probably likes his donuts. You guys ever heard of Voodoo Donuts? I'm gonna be hungry in a minute here, talking about all this food and herbal. People think I have the munchies. We talking about herbal stuff, and we're talking about food, and can't even drive in a straight line. Good thing Farmer Cop's not here and Rusty's retired from the police. I believe Fats is a police officer as well. I'm not sure. I'm not positive on that. Herbs and food, good mix. Yeah. If I was at where you're at, Lee, I'd be at Tim Hortons with some Timbits. Local grow farm when you were a kid caught fire. Everybody was feeling good in the town. I bet. I'm gonna tell you right now, Lee, if it was 10 minutes from my house, I would have some trouble. pizza sales increased massively. I bet that would. Oh, hey Lee, I got a gamble game for you. Shh, Curtis, don't say anything. The exclamation gamble. So we got exclamation roll, which is supposed to be trying to get a 3 there, Curtis. I got a 6 too, Curtis. Darn it. I haven't messed with the cooldown on that though. Shoot. Yeah, you should try it, Lee. Only thing close to you, Skeeter, is a Taco Bell. That's not good. Taco Bell, especially their lettuce, will treat you wrong. Here we go. Lee, please donate to the Learn How to Code Walk Walk Fund for that option. Ha ha! Gotcha. You would be surprised at how long it took me to figure out how to even get what I do have in here, Lee, in here. Oh, Rusty Money, donate to the Learn How to Code Walk Walk Fund for that option. And then my bot says, don't forget to like that, smash that like button, guys. It took me all morning to figure out what little I do have in there. I do want to eventually figure out how to do that gambling. Everybody knows Taco Bueno is better. It's called Border Runs. Yeah, if you eat that lettuce that they had right now, it is the Border Runs. I've never really been a fan. Like, some people really like Taco Bell. I've never been a big fan of it. Del Taco? I don't know whatever happened to that. Curtis, you got a 5. So close to a 3. So I was YouTubing how to put all those things in there, and everything said it was for Twitch. Kept saying Twitch, but it, they say it worked for YouTube. Took me forever to find the button just to make it work for YouTube, which was really easy once I found it. Curtis says they done skipped town. There's a Dilla's there now. I don't know what Dilla's is. Never heard of Dilla's, I don't think. Unless that's code or something for something else. I mean, the other day I told Lee I didn't know what a muskie was, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's a fish. Duh. I'm gonna scroll. Okay. Ah, Curtis, I left the truck running. Man, you're supposed to remind me, Curtis. It's a quesadilla place? Oh. Okay, it looks like I turned crop destruction off, so Are you in Texas too, Skeeter? I keep forgetting where everybody is. Big fishes, yeah, right, Lee? That's the air brakes on the trucks, Lee. You hear it? I shut it off this time. Thanks, Curtis, for reminding me. Yeah, I better go catch it, Rusty. Yeah, I brake for tamales too, Curtis. If you don't brake for tamales, there's something wrong with you. Tamales are good. Especially, I'm gonna tell you where you get the best tamales. Those people that sell them out of the trunk of their car, those are the best ones. Oh, I left the tractor running too. So I think these over here are good. What is this? This is corn. Why does this look like I planted something else? There's corn too. Just different stages, I guess. Or, I don't know. They look different colors. Rusty Money, who you got winning this year? Iowa or Nebraska? We have to play each other. We play each other every year. Who you got? Nebraska football. Let me see. I know you kind of split both ways, but more Iowa it sounded like. Yuck. But I guess if you were born there. Yep, we play on the 27th. Is that when's Thanksgiving this year? You got the winner? No, that's on Black Friday. Iowa versus Nebraska on Black Friday, Rusty Money. You gonna take the winner, huh? So Skeeter says, hey, let me tell you a tamale story. Kept driving by the local dollar store, and there was always this truck there, and a Hispanic man standing around. Thought it was a drug stop. Especially, gotta give us some cliffhangers here. When I saw him hand a lady a bag with something that looked like a brick wrapped in it in foil. It was tamales. That's how it works. Those people that like serving tamales out of their trunk of their car, I'm telling you, those are the bomb. Now, I'm not gonna say that you might not get some Taco Bell lettuce type stuff out of it, but they taste good. Hawkeyes at heart, but I do love me some Go Big Red too. Yeah, I like Big Red. I don't know how long you've been watching the Cornhuskers, but do you know? Actually, it's probably before our time, actually, Rusty. But Ken Geddes. Curtis will take 2 dozen tamale bricks in an 8-ball. Sounds like Curtis knows a little bit something about around the way. He been in the dark alleys. Curtis does not condone about abusing billards, okay, guys? No abusing billards. So now that I got more people chatting, what do you guys, is my bot a little bit over the top? Should I make it take longer, or is it bugging anybody? Telling you to smash that like button? Sorry, don't mean to cough in your ear either. I apologize for that. I walked over the like button a long time ago. Nice, Rusty. I might have to steal that one, okay, Rusty? Walk on over to that like button and smash it. Like Lee says, do not forget to hit that like button at Rusty's chat. Well, you know, gotta have a bot do something. Anyways, is it too much, or you guys even notice it really? I do want to get that gamble game, but I definitely do need to learn how to code for that. Or steal it from somebody, which would probably be easier. I also like Blue Rose's 8-ball. I think that's pretty cool too. Curtis lingered and thought about it before he hit it. I'm gonna go dump these. You tell me to put a sock in it, Rusty Money? You're feisty today. Must be all the crap I give you. Thanks for the input though, Rusty. I like it. I appreciate you, man. Which, honestly, I do appreciate you. You've done a lot for me. You do a lot for a lot of people, actually. Lee says stuff a sock, Mr. Rusty. Curtis, you were checking out a map. It looked fun. What map was that? I am actually looking for a map. I actually have a question out to the famous 3 who do the competitive challenge. 2 of them in my Discord, but I think they're kind of annoying, ignoring me. Although one of them is in chat. I've been contemplating trying to create a multiplayer challenge. have all the multiplayers, but I don't want to step on anybody's toes. So I was asked, my question was whether or not that would step on their toes, and inevitably I'm gonna end up stealing people's ideas because there's not a whole lot of ideas left, I don't think, and I'm not all that creative to begin with, so I'm looking for a map for a multiplayer that will work with it. Also, I gotta get this finished so I have some place to download stuff. Checking on the map, it is the ice cream. I'm not quite following that. Oh, that's making Rusty feisty. It's the ice cream. Got you. Horsies. Lee, did you not see my horse? I got it. I'll show you my horse, Lee. This is probably closer. Maybe you haven't seen my actual house. So, like Curtis says, I actually do have a shed. It's a little one. But, yeah, it's right here. Empty. Nothing in it. All my toys are scattered throughout. Here's my house. I have this shed here too. It's got a couple of things in it. This thing right here is a pain in the butt. This is the tree shaker thing for the olives. Yikes. And then I have over here, this thing's got a garage for it. Absolutely nothing in it as well. I mean, sheds are just for looks. And then I don't know what the heck I did to my water tank, but you see it there. This is this thing here's a silo. It wasn't quite big enough, so I had to get a few more silos. Let me tell you, 5's not a winner. And then we have the oil mill here, which is pretty slow, it looks like. And then this is for olives and grapes to get that challenge done. And then we got goats over there. That's all the grapes you need, is that 2 rows over there. You don't need any more grapes than that. Grab the greenhouse. Let me see here. We got horses. I think it started with a V. So the map started with a V. Vanilla? At least I didn't say teleported bread. Okay, Rusty. I think that guy teleported himself. We haven't seen him in a while. OMG, Rusty. That's hilarious. Had a unique setup. The map did? He does, I swear, just don't know how to use the thing. Curtis is probably talking about my shed that I don't know how to use. And then you like my house setup? It's pretty cool. Huh, Lee? Look how he leaves his toys about. Yep, Curtis, I leave them all over the place. I hated that tree shaker thing. I ended up removing those olive trees. Yeah, that tree shaker thing is terrible, Skeeter. I can't stand that thing. So the olive trees, they've just been doing whatever the heck they do. On this map, there's olive trees everywhere. I just watched someone plant a whole grove of olives. First time for him. Well, he's going to hate it in about a week. Maybe he teleported to... Hey now, Lee. Yep, the shed, Curtis. Yeah, I got sheds, just don't know how to use them. So this is my horse, Lee. His name is Spot. And most people don't ride horses. Did you know you could ride a horse in this game, Lee? Most people don't do it because it's random. Whoa. Basically, you're supposed to ride the horse for get him healthy and whatnot. And we already got the challenge, so I don't ride him very often. But yeah, this is my horse. And we'll jump. And that's a planet. Yeah, it probably is a planet, but you know, I'm not sure you meant it that way. You're trying to get me to say those words on live YouTube. See, I don't understand also why you brush the horse and he wants to run away from you. Yes, I watched Mama Bear and Dust Bunny ride their horse. Oh, okay. Um, what's up, CC? How you doing? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, it gives them exercise. Okay, what was I doing? We are still doing this stuff over here. Okay, so we need this over here. You start this up. I already got the trophy, Rusty. I only got 3 more left. I got It's So Easy, which we're at 47%. The Plot Thickens, which is at 45%. And Highly Cultivated at 36%. Is all I got left. Imagine the pictures you could take with the horses. Yeah, not my thing. No Honest Engine was talking about planet Uranus. Ah. Yeah, you're all about that 4-9, aren't you, Rusty Money? Eating supper, CC? We've been talking about food all day. Not supper, though. We've been talking about, like, ice cream, pumpkin pie. Well, we have been talking about tamales and quesadillas, and then somebody was talking about billiards, but... What are you having, CC? I'm kind of getting hungry, all this talk, but I think some of them... Oh, I just planted that field and then cultivated it. That's awesome. No, why I keep doing that? Curtis get mad at me if I have workers do the work for me. But I gotta have him remind me to shut the tractor off from the truck and stuff. And then I gotta go chase the refrigerator. It's 10 p.m. here. I usually eat at 7 p.m. It's 8:19 here. I had a coaches meeting today, and they had it's like one of those things that they want you to do for the state, where they have the whole district or whatever show up. So they brought pizza, so I had that at the meeting. And that was about 5, maybe 4:30. I don't know. Definitely wasn't no tamales or pumpkin pie or ice cream that Rusty Money's been eating. Although I did have a couple popsicles at practice today. Fettuccine noodles. So what is AC Farms? It's Achievement Chasing Farms, Rusty. This whole farm is to get all the achievements. That was the whole goal. Fettuccine noodles with chicken. That sounds good, CC. Did you cook it, or did you have somebody? Do you get lucky and have somebody cook it for you? It's always better when somebody else cooks it. All right, Lee. What'd you have for supper? Rusty, I actually was starting this and was gonna do like a big old bunch of cotton fields, and then so I could get that achievement. And I was kind of playing it as, you know, just a let's play, and then get the achievements as it goes. Just purposely getting the planting the crops that I needed. That's why I got so much sorghum right now. We just popped the sorghum not too long ago. But then the hand tools came out, and you can get the cotton achievement with the little tiny, all you gotta get is 40 bales of those little tiny hand ones. So I was like, well, that's way faster. And that's how I got it, actually. This is Monteriggioni, the one that Crustu. The map is the one that Crustu did the final foods on. That's where actually when I started it, is when he was on this map. Let's see here. Okay, that's going to take a little longer than I thought. I think, let's see here. I think Krusty was like at this farm, like right here. And then I just bought a field here and made a farm. And then I was running these three fields right here with cotton. That was the goal. And then we got the cotton one. So now I have to cultivate the world, plant the world, and fertilize the world. So that's why I'm kind of spreading out this way. Microwaved it. Did you have to cook it originally, or is it just a microwave thing? You had lasagna, Lee? I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of lasagna, Lee. It depends on how you make it. Like, there's that, well, I don't know how to pronounce that cheese, but I swear some people put cottage cheese in it too. That's gross. Made from elk soccer balls. Not sure what that's about, Curtis. The sad thing is that milk is actually supposed to be mixed with it, but after I opened it, realized milk was bad. Ooh, that's the worst thing, is opening up bad milk. That's no bueno. Did you sub some butter or sour cream, Curtis wants to know? Mini tacos, yum. I agree with that. Oh, big bowl of pho? Pho's pretty good, Skeeter. I tend to like it more during the fall when it's a little bit colder, but wait a minute. I actually really like those sprouts. Okay, Curtis. I'll tell you right now, I'm really slow when I'm streaming. It's kind of hard to keep up with some of the jokes. No, Lee. Cottage cheese is still yucky. 2 cups of shredded cheese and a ton of butter. Nah, it should have made it better. We're gonna go to the end of this, hop in the truck because the harvester's full over there. We need it to keep going. We can leave it running this time, Curtis. We'll be right back. Have you guys seen the Clarkson farm where he has to eat the yogurt or whatever? That's pretty much how I feel about cottage cheese. Mix sugar and apple chunks with cottage cheese. It's really good. Let's just stick with the sugar and apple chunks. Why you gotta ruin it with cottage cheese? You know what's pretty good? Is cut the middle out of an apple, get some raisins, put it on there, brown sugar, and some butter, melt it in the microwave. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan when you got the sniffles, actually. The pub restaurants usually have pretty good jalapenos, too. They don't play around. Skeeter. You were going to share CC, but it's all gone. Too good, so they got to do their own thing, huh? All right. Hey. I was taught if you weren't at the table when it was dinner time, then you're on your own. Where the heck is the... I don't want to go that way. We're going to roll through everyone. Here we go. Oh, I shut the engine off when it started there, Curtis. It's running. Where are we at here? I guess we're going to go this way. Alright. My mom loved peaches and cottage cheese. I have heard of peaches and cottage cheese. Yes, I've tried cottage cheese. It's gross. Exactly like Jeremy Clarkson when he's eating that yogurt. Blah. Yeah, well, that milk you got there probably tastes as good as cottage cheese too. CC. Well, good night, Rusty Money. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by, saying hi. Harassing me a little bit. Remember, before you go to bed, go Hawks. Good night, Lee. Have a good night. Appreciate you too. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. You don't like yogurt, Curtis? I like some yogurt. I will say some is not. Some of the yogurts are pretty gross though. I will agree with Clarkson on some of them. I like the ones that taste good. I guess we're gonna cut this way. Oh yeah, CC, bad milk. Well, I don't even care that much for milk to begin with, so it doesn't. It could be good and it still don't smell that great to me. But bad milk is terrible. At school this last year, we apparently had some milk go behind the trash can, and apparently the custodians, when they emptied it out, didn't clean it up or whatnot, and it started molding back there. That was the worst smell ever. Because our students actually, well, our students, I eat lunch with our students, but our students actually eat in our class. Because we don't do well in crowds. You only use milk when you cook, CC? Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Me too. But I also try not to cook anything that needs milk. Hey, Curtis. Hey, bad milk is terrible. Oh, jeez, Curtis. Look, Curtis, I'm turning starboard. CC, so that map you and Maxwell were playing, or well, I guess you weren't playing, but you were in his, you were modding for him. That he was playing. That's just the name of it. Is Brazil? Glass of chocolate milk every night until you had your oldest daughter. Yeah, I could tolerate chocolate milk. Um, which I used to try to drink more milk because they said calcium is, you need all that calcium. And then now they're kind of backtracking on needing a bunch of calcium, so I don't know. I probably need more calcium than I got. But huh. Is it a PC mod, CC? Or map, CC? I don't remember. Maybe I'm just drawing a blank. I haven't played on any of those, like, Southern America maps. Maybe that is what it's called, the main map. I don't know. When you don't play on a map, you don't really pay attention to it, right? I always mean to play on those maps, but it doesn't happen. It was kind of interesting, his pine trees that he was cutting down. You're looking real quick? Alright, CC. That's good. That's nice of you. Did I miss Skeeter going to bed too, or is he still just lurking? I haven't heard from him in a while. I know Mr. Fats. I put Mr. Fats to sleep. Hopefully I'm not putting Skeeter to sleep as well. Oh, there's Skeeter telling me it's past his bedtime now. You leaving us, Skeeter? The truck is over here somewhere. I know I kind of started the stream a little bit late. Good night, Skeeter. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for saying hi and chit-chatting in the chat. Really appreciate you. I will say that I actually kind of like talking to y'all more than I like playing the game, to be honest with you. And I like playing the game, so. While we're doing this, let's see where we're at here. $47, $45, $37. This might take a while. Good Lord. I don't know how to say that. I can see why you were struggling there, Curtis. I have heard good things about that map. BR163 MS Brazil. It is a base map then, huh, CC? That sounds familiar. That's why I didn't recognize it, because all the letters. It's about to get dark on us, guys. And I got all kinds of fields to do here. Can I, Ooh, I gotta harvest the canola at night? Ooh, yikes. I'll have to check out that map, Curtis. I'll have to remember. I left the truck running again, Curtis. Is it a pretty good map, CC? I'm gonna put a worker on this. And then I'm gonna go get the other harvester. And what we're gonna do, so we're gonna drop our toys over here, the header, and we're gonna go get us another header. This would be where we need the header anyway, so. Yeah, I gotta figure out I've never really played a Brazilian map. I should play one at some time. Or South American map. What we're gonna do. Don't look, Curtis. Okay. Didn't cheat at all, Curtis. Which one do I got? I got this one right here. Let's go with this. That's fine. Where is it? It's over there. See if I can get this across the bridge, though. Uh-oh. Didn't think about that. I hate those stupid trailers. Oh my goodness. I am stuck. Not gonna let me put that on. Does this not work for it? What am I got going on wrong? There we go. I don't know what I had wrong. Check it out, but don't tell anybody. You gotta build a bridge? Oh, is that the one where that's like the builder bowl thing? Is you gotta build the bridge to get to it? Deadwood Chapter 3. Yeah, this is a 4-vine harvester, Curtis. Although I think that's grapes we're headed to. That won't go over that very well. You have to have a bridge to get to the sawmill? What? Yeah, the sticky vines hiding out in the field. I'm gonna slow it down so it doesn't get too dark. I gotta harvest this before we advance to the next month. Sunset is pretty cool. Huh. Sounds interesting. Oh, so you guys bought a farm on the main side where all the farms are and started there? That makes sense to me. I hardly ever go with whatever farm that they want you to start with. And if I do, I usually delete everything and start over. Holy cow, 1 million to build. I bet you it took a long time, huh? Hey, there's a tree there. Them stupid serviceberry trees. Oh, I was reading chat and ran into the olive trees. I do have lights, but they don't work when you're not looking where you're driving, Curtis. Lights don't make trees move? No, they don't. They just pop out in front of you. I find it odd that those serviceberry trees you can't just run over. I hate them things. You can't just cut them really either. We're gonna put this in here. I don't know why, but we are. Probably here. Texting and driving is bad. Texting and walking up here is bad too. So he started going off in the middle of nowhere. Sorry, Curtis, I can't do everything right now. I gotta try to run this truck around. Where the heck the harvester go? Let the workers do the harvesting. Okay, he's actually hauling butt. Thanks, Curtis. I need somebody to tell me when the truck is on. I got 3 big fields over here we need to harvest. Yikes. Oh, that sucks, EC. I always try to leave it on the 15 minutes just for that reason. I even leave the saves in the videos and whatnot. Like, because the only time I turn that off is if I'm going to decorate something and I'm not sure if it's going to make the land all wonkus. There's that tree again. If somebody would put their toys away, I wouldn't end up driving right at that tree. That sucks though, when you do a bunch of work and you come back and it's not saved. That's the worst feeling ever. The other thing is if I'm playing a long time and I get tired and I start falling asleep and then I end up just like shutting it off, I'm like, oh crap, did I save it? And what am I going to come back to? How many tractors are going to be in the water? Yeah, sleeping and driving is bad, but it's amazing how when you play this game, like you all of a sudden find yourself waking up. It's usually like when you're driving to the store too. So all your goods and stuff are in the water or wherever. It's also a sign I think you're getting old. Couple more years, Curtis, and that'll be you. Falling asleep while watching me play this game. Well, I guess you could probably fall asleep now with me playing this game, huh? Not too many jump scares in Farm Sim. Keep you awake like Blue does. Oh, you were cutting trees down? That's the worst. Well, at least you got those cool pine trees, but that's the worst when you're doing a bunch of forestry and then have to backtrack. I'm glad I turned off crop destruction. House was saved. Well, that's good. Sorry, Curtis, I don't have any new games for you to try out. I do want to put that magic 8-ball in there. Yeah, I see it, Curtis, but thanks for reminding me as I am getting pretty close. Remind me again when I go by the house. This next time. This guy's not done yet. I need him to finish here. So I can take him to the other side. Pretty convenient, huh, Skeeter, CC, when somebody says something that pertains to you as well. Like, oh, hey, yeah, that's a good idea. I should use one of those too. Good job, Curtis. Good job. Turn the lights on so we can see Curtis. I was gonna say I'm not sure what ES means, CC. I think my worker's doing donuts again, Curtis. You need to come over here and smack them around. It's alright, CC. Yeah, lights in the dark do help, Curtis. You guys still see it's not too dark, is it? I noticed that like sometimes when it's on a video, it's darker than when it's what you're playing. Fist bumps. Hopefully I get across this bridge. Oh, good. Alright, we'll scroll through everything again, find the truck. We'll go dump this load and we'll get some gas, Curtis. If I forget, tell me gas. See if we can cut through these trees here. Try to miss that service berry. Somebody left their toys like right in the middle of the road. I don't know who does that. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. We almost wrecked. There we go. Yeah, there is a bridge there. Just a little bit hot. I feel like this should brake a little bit better than it does. It's got a Jake brake and everything, but it brakes like crap. And of course, you know, I've only had it the whole time I've been playing on this map. You'd think I'd learn by now that to brake early. No. Guess Walk's a slow learner. Yeah, especially when it's full of sorghum, yeah. Extra weight and everything. just real quick. Getting dark fast. But it's dark out. I gotta use my bat senses, Curtis. Whoa, there went the cotton harvester. I didn't see that at all. Look out, cotton harvester. Did you see that, Curtis? Woo-wee. Looked like a bat flying around me. Worker G has finished their task. Who's Worker G? We'll leave this running for right now. This is Worker G here. Turn the lights on so we can see what we're doing. Well, sort of see what we're doing. That's what the worker's saying. Has a cold beer and a burger waiting at home. Right? So the only thing that didn't say was my pathway to the road and a tractor. Oh, that's not too bad then, CC. Hey, let there be light. I should have got busy with 2 combines a long time ago. Yeah, I thought I tried to turn all the lights on, but apparently I didn't. That worker found the actual light switch or something that I couldn't find. He said hit the high beams. I didn't know where they were. They're probably on that button on the floor. I was looking on the console. Yeah, he turned the knob. He knew which button to push. Yeah, one thing about this game is you don't seem to have money very long. So when you do have money, it's kind of nice to have it to spend. And then that 30 seconds is up, and you're right back to where you started from. Guess we could get some jump scares here in the dark now, Curtis. Running stuff over I don't see. Do you know Maxwell IRL, CC, or you just been around him when he streams that long? Yikes! I think this guy's trying to run me over, Curtis. I said, do you know Maxwell IRL in real life, or you just been around him while he streams long enough that you guys are always kind of together? Curtis and I figured out that in 2022, for a brief moment, we were probably in the same building together. Been together for a little over 3 years. That's cool. And then dinner at the only place in town with a bar? Oh yeah? You only found one place that had a bar in town when you were around here? Ah, one of your friends rated Maxwell. That's cool. And that's kind of how I met you guys too, because I was with Rusty Money and he rated you guys. Rated Maxwell, and then I think you actually got on that day. There's tons of restaurants with bars. I don't know. I don't know though, because I haven't been to a bar in a while, so. But maybe the only place he hadn't gotten kicked out of yet, huh? That might be a thing. That's cool, CC. You seem to be pretty good at this modern stuff. Were you in there when Curtis got to share his first link in Blue? Was that last night, Curtis, in Blue Roses? Or was that the night before? I'm assuming we're talking to baby daddy now, Curtis. Something the night before. Oh, the night before for the stream. All right, 2 nights ago, you got to share your first link. Told Brett to quit hogging them all for you. Nah, I'm always afraid I'm gonna mess something up, and then I know that some people actually don't want their link shared, which a couple of them I understand. They have people come to their channel that aren't quite the right type of people, so I can understand not really wanting your link shared then, but. I couldn't imagine doing it like UCC where you're watching 3 different streams and modding for all of them. I was having enough trouble watching Blue Rose's channel and Rusty's at the same time and trying to mod Rusty's. And I got in late. Brett had basically taken care of both sides. Is YouTube harder? I wouldn't think it would be much different. Truthfully, I've never seen it until Brett did it, and I imagine not necessarily wanting is why. Sharing the links. Is that what you're talking about, Curtis? Kind of confused, I'm sorry. The links are kind of both ways. They kind of get annoying, but also it's kind of a networking thing, right? I think Brett was originally Rusty's, one of Rusty's, well, Brett became a mod with me, me and Brett came a mod on Rusty's at the same time, so, I don't know. I know that Rusty likes to share links, basically because Rusty likes to help promote people, he likes to help people grow and whatnot, people check out channels. They won't let you ban on YouTube, just time out. I've never had to do any of that kind of stuff, CC. From smaller ones like this is 30,000 watching F1 commentary. I think the other reason why some people will share links is it'll have other YouTubers actually show up to your stream a little bit more because they know that you're gonna help promote them. Can you share links in Twitch, CC? I mean, basically everybody that talks is a link in Twitch, aren't they? I mean, YouTube, they kind of lock it out if you're not a mod. The lives, man. What are you doing? Driving or something? It's getting a little dark. Running people over. I might have to just advance and say the heck with it with these fields. Let them go to wither and we just plow them in. Which I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna advance. I'm gonna get this load and then I'm gonna go to the next month. they'll still have stuff. The bots share the links. Yeah, when I was trying to hook up StreamerBot, it was all about Twitch. I don't know much about Kick. There's some of that too. Oh, jeez. I can't see nothing. We're gonna have to advance to the next month and just eat these fields. I know that some people have it so you can do it yourself, which I guess you could probably put it on a cooldown so they can't just spam it. But I also know that there's a way to create a bot that, yeah, pop-up fences is right. Create a bot that says that you want to like try to spam or join this, join that as your first words, and it blocks them. Hey, we're just gonna sleep. We're gonna eat those fields. Get some light out. Kick is a nightmare? Huh. Okay, I won't try to use that then. Hey, we could see now. Let there be light. She's still trying to... that's no good. That's withered. Nobody wants that. Uh-oh, what happened here? What in the heck happened here? Can't trust these workers, Curtis. Eyes are burning? Yeah. There we go. Maybe that'll get it, got it out. Bright light, bright light. Here we go. Nah, this is something else. This guy was supposed to be cultivating this over here. It looks like they got a little creative with it. Apparently they couldn't see. It's too dark for them. Does anybody even watch Kick? Like, I mean, there's Twitch, there's YouTube. Like, do you really get a following on Kick too? I know a lot of YouTube people don't even, or like, basically talk crap about Twitch. Yeah, he's like, I gotta get that burger and that beer and the burger that I was talking about. Is like Kick easier to get monetized on than even Twitch? Is that why they use Kick? I've never actually seen Kick. I mean, I've seen it, but I haven't actually been on the... Good old Worker G. I actually wish they would have given them names. Like, I think Blue Roses actually has a mod where they have names, right? Even if just regular names like Joe and Fred. Never could get to accept my profile picture, so I gave up on it. I'm assuming that's Kick. I know, like, most people, their argument about Twitch is it's easier to get monetized than YouTube. And YouTube's actually pretty hard to get monetized. Plus, Twitch has got, it's easier to get like cooler things on there in your chat, right? Sparkly things and whatnot. I would say more geared to like millennials in your chat. Just slanging fives. Oh, I got a 4. Okay. You need the magic 8 ball. I think you might have said that already. Yeah, I want that one, Curtis. I think that one's cool. That one's going to take some programming as well, though. I might be able to steal it from somebody, but I believe that Blue Roses is actually using just a little bit different system than I am. I don't know if she paid for hers or not. Everything I got right now is free. But I do like how you can ask the Magic 8 Ball and it gives you answers like that. I was looking into it. They also have a like a death counter, which I was gonna I could put it as let's count how many times Walk Walk leaves the tractor running, or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool too. I haven't said it a lot, but how many times does Walk Walk talk about sewing buttons on his underwear? If and you need them. I know some people have like a crash counter that instead of a death counter, it's a crash counter. Ah, that's what you said, crash counter. I don't normally crash that much, but I will say, when you're in chat, reading chat is what the problem is. Lift? There we go. Not too many deaths on Farm Simulator? Nah, not too many. Blue roses should get jump scares. A jump scare counter. Trying to roll a 3, CC. I don't know, was that last stream I said roll a 3 winner or something? Curtis, it's been a while. Nobody's really rolling a whole lot, but nah, it's just some random number I said. And then nobody's rolled a 3 cents. I don't even know if I've seen a 3. I thought maybe you were gonna get it. You got a 5. It's like, watch CC do it first time. Oh, 2. Yeah, just some random number to keep people somewhat entertained in the chat. It's the only true game I got. My gambling game humors me, but it's not too much fun. Yeah, That would have been pretty funny if you actually did roll a 3 the first time. Curtis has actually been kind of trying. Oh, that's nice, ECC. You didn't want to make Curtis cry. The funny thing is, Curtis is a third. Like, you're Curtis the third, or you're a third. Big old third. Which one, Curtis? Yes, you're Curtis the third. Who left the cedar right in the middle of the damn field? I don't know. Ah, 4. The nobody on the map is the one who left the cedar there. I wonder who that was. Yeah, that's why my Discord name is DACP3333. Ah, so it's your initials or something? Yeah, that's why I have, I'm assuming instead of putting Curtis, you couldn't put Curtis. It was too much of a pain in the butt, so you had to put the DACP, whatever that is. But that's why I got all that IINWX in front of my name. My gamer tag is actually WalkWalk22. Trying to keep it all uniform because I am also I'm on Instagram as my IINWX WalkWalk22, and I'm on X that way, and I do have a Discord that way, but it's actually WalkWalk. I think that's on the Discord that I'm using. CC got a 5. I'm beginning to wonder if I took 3 out. But yeah, I added those numbers because it was easier to make everything the same, right? I didn't have to switch. One be WalkWalk22 and the other one be WalkWalk11 or something, you know what I mean? And then the other one's Run. It shouldn't be missing. But apparently it's hard to get. Another 2. Oh, Curtis got a 2 too. When it goes 2, it looks like a 3 real quick. Just at a glance. I'm like, oh, he did it. No. Yeah, Curtis, I will say, technically I have about 4 YouTubes, so I've had quite a bit of practice at figuring out how to put my name in. It's probably next to that cedar. Man, I keep missing spots. Good idea, CC. Save it. I'm gonna save mine too. And actually, I'm gonna see where we're at here. Am I making any progress? A little bit. Saved it twice. Yeah, I do that a lot actually. Because when you hit the start and it saves automatically, I'm like, I'm gonna save it again because I want to make sure it is before I shut off. Double tap. Oh man, I missed it again. I'm gonna leave that one running. We're gonna get this bad boy out. What can I plant today? Maybe I'll plant barley. Dock his pay. Dock my pay? Oh man. Alright, we'll get this cedar out the dang way. And we're gonna put some seed and fertilizer in it and put a worker on seed and fields while we're struggling to cultivate fields. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that I need to keep a journal of what the heck I was doing from one game to the next. Doing the triple threat challenge, and I missed I usually put it out on Saturdays, and I missed it. So I was filming that earlier, and I didn't even remember what the heck I was doing on it. Yeah, with pen and paper, like old school. Take some notes. Come on now. You keep a journal for Maxwell in your farm. I guess I need to make one for me. Yeah, probably. You share it with Maxwell? This is starting to get a little irritating here. I'm just gonna go. Yay, more homework. Yeah, I know. Did you hear what I was talking to Skeeter about, Curtis? He's got like a 72-page journal on the next series that he hasn't even filmed. And I'm talking about taking notes so I remember what the heck I did in last episode or whatever. I could tell you right now, if I had to write a 72-page journal before I started doing anything, I would not do anything. Do you know bits and pieces about Skeeter's new series that he's working on, Curtis? Yeah, CC, I can understand that because like Rusty does that multiplayer, and I would be like kind of scared that I'd mess something up. You've asked questions on Discord? Nice. You in his Discord too? I don't recall who all was in there. Actually, and then I've invited a bunch of people that don't necessarily even show up. Yeah, that'd be the other thing, is if I was to let people play on my map, just random. Well, I mean, they're not necessarily random, but they're still kind of random. I'd be worried they'd be messing with my stuff. Be constantly checking up on them. Yeah, most of my close friends, like in IRL friends, they're not real big on Farm Simulator, so I'll get them to play a little bit with me on a multiplayer map, and then they kind of go off and do their own thing, do something else for a while. I have a map with one of my friends that I was basically teaching him how to play a little bit. It was his map though, so, which is good because then I don't have that save on mine. It depends too, cause like on this save here, I've been cultivating my field, but got it too close to the other field and it cultivated. That's cool, CC. The other problem for me is I don't have any mod space, so any mods that people put in that I don't normally use, I can't, pretty much limits me from playing on those multiplayers. That's another reason why I'm trying to get through this. It's not really a challenge, but this save here. On that competitive challenge, Curtis, I was trying to get Krusty and Rusty to like park a big old tractor in Zorch's driveway so he couldn't get around. Or when it was time to harvest, have him drive a tractor out in the middle of his field and just park it. Especially after he'd been messing with them. You can't drive other people's tractors either. Although Zorch might be able to because it was his map, so he might be able to get into everybody else's stuff, but especially like a cornfield, like hide a small piece of equipment in the cornfield where you can't see it, so as he's harvesting it, or just run into it. You're like, what the heck is that? Yeah, the go-kart would have been perfect. You got it so other people can drive your tractors? I didn't think we could. Well, you have to be given permission to be able to do stuff on other people's farms. Which I would assume in the competitive they wouldn't be giving each other permission, but I don't know. Plus, if you have permission to drive other people's tractors, that makes it even harder when you scroll through all the tractors, or vehicles, because then you got to go through all three of their vehicles to get to yours. Yeah, that's how it works. Just, if you don't have permissions, then only one person can use it. But like the competitive challenge, which I don't, maybe you didn't see that, you weren't watching that, CC, where George and Krusty and Rusty were competing against each other. And then they would mess with each other, so I don't think you really wanted people driving you be able to take your tractor and put it in the bushes or anything. They were doing enough of that with the forklift. Take your tractor and put it in the canal or whatever that was, the water. Which that's another challenge that I was actually doing before I recorded. Would you be interested in watching that, Curtis? Me finish it? I think I'm about 6 months away from the end of that one. play that one for 6 months and get rid of that one too. Maybe I lost Curtis. It is getting a little late. The one tile, yeah. Which I'd only planned on streaming for a couple hours. I think once I get done with this field, cultivating this field, will start shutting down. Yeah, I could bring that up. I got about 30 minutes. I have to call it a night. All right, I'm about to leave. Call it a night myself. But what I'll do is I'll finish this farm here, or this field right here, and then I'll get out and I'll load up that other one. Curtis, you can check it out. CC, you can check it out as well. I don't know if you know the one tile competitive challenge that they were doing. Six. Oh yeah, we still gotta get 3. Ooh, a 1. Setting your coffee pot out before the morning. What time you get up in the morning, Curtis? Yours by 2 and it's 3. I'm starting to begin to wonder if 3 is even possible. Another 1. I got snake eyes. CC wants you to roll, Curtis. Oh, a 2. Dang, that's 3 1s in a row. Three is a dead number. They should all, like, it's supposed to be random, so it should all be like same amount of chance, I guess. I don't know how to say it. I mean, I guess it kind of did say it, but y'all know what I mean. Words are hard sometimes. Oh, Curtis is on the 1s again. Alright. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to get out, and then I'm going to get into the 6, huh? The other one. What is that going to do? You know what I'm talking about. pretty much have this video on my channel anyways, me going through this farm, but oh, CC got it. Congratulations, CC. Now Curtis is mad. He wants a 3. I really like this, again, I should learn the modders' names, but I really like this house. You could change the colors or whatnot. It's basically a trailer home, but I can't believe you rolled it either. So I have this melon greenhouse, which I did watermelons. I didn't do pumpkins. Trying to be different. And then this greenhouse. Let's see, it's March. This is March of the last year. That's how much time I got left, Curtis. And then I have this grass field. Storage. Making mozzarella at the dairy. And then I'm doing cotton fields. Over there is basically just a sell point, kind of like Rusty's. And then I have the cactus marmalade place too. Which plot? I think I went with the one Krusty had. So here's my fields. I have pigs and cows. Gonna buy. I actually don't know yet. Yeah, loans paid off. Lottery ticket. Then I put in the tree greenhouse. Then we got 2 lumber mills. My truck. Look at that over there. Look at that over there, Curtis. Look at all that stuff inside a shed. Yeah, it's March of the final year. Have to have another you know what this is, lumber mill, and then a coffee greenhouse. That's my silage setup right there. Look at this. Look at this, Curtis. I told you. I do put stuff away usually. Isn't this insane? Look at all this stuff in here. There's so much stuff in here, I don't have room to put stuff in here. Look at this. Look at this, Curtis. It's another shed with stuff in it. I know. Mind blown. Yeah, see, I got so much stuff in there, I ran out of space over here. And then I got cows, which, where does it say how many I got in here? Where does it say that at? Is it over here? Got 205 cows. I just put this thing in. I don't even really know what this is. Oh, this is the fertilizer plant. You gonna be alright, Curtis? He's probably more shocked that I'm putting stuff in sheds. And then I got pigs. This pig pen is really cool, except for it's really hard to feed them. That's why the door's still open. This is more for the coffee roaster. More grass. That's the BGA over there that they all used. And I got two manure pits in this big manure pit. They're not exactly working correctly, but Curtis is so shocked that I'm using sheds that he can't even spell. Over here I had sugar beets. I think there's actually a pile over here. That's why it's so small. Yeah, I got a little pile of sugar beets here, I think. Or is this turnips? They're not coming up. Whatever. Don't care. It says there's still sugar beets in there. And then another grass field. Well, and I have another field over there too. Canola field. Here. Okay, got a good setup. Is all this gonna bring in 5 mil? I don't know. I don't know. It's only March though. The other thing is I don't have a way to harvest this cotton yet. So I have to get a cotton harvester. This thing here I don't even think I can use. It didn't work. What I was trying to use it for. I still don't wash my equipment though, as you can see. But yeah, that's my one tile. Which I've been keeping this saved because I was thinking about finishing it. So what would that be? It's 10:30, so I probably have to finish this month. I think all I did was actually the morning chores, which I guess I didn't even do that. OMG, do not. That thing is so much money. The harvester? The cotton harvester? Actually, the handbells might be better now. At the time, I didn't have the handbells. They weren't out yet. So I have this one right here actually. I put in a mod. It's only $3,000. 3,000. 300,000. Dr. Pepper, eh? So yeah, this is actually not that bad. It's only 300,000, but we'll see. I could put the hand placeables. That'd be way cheaper. But they didn't have them. They didn't have them for theirs either, though. Yep, only 3. It's hard to get that 3. But yeah, I've been keeping this saved because I've been meaning to finish it. I might do that after the... As like a live after the... I finished that AC farm thing. What do you think, Curtis? Think it'd be worth watching? The other thing is I'm keeping this homestead challenge, which I did a... Oh, I gotta do downloads for it. I'm gonna cancel that one. I could download them later. Why not? And I've done a tour of this one too, but this is was it Zalanka or whatever? This is basically just a John Deere homestead. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this one. Welcome back, TC. We're switching to another map. I got the same house. Ooh, it's pouring. Like I said, I like this house. It's hailing. It's not pouring. It's hailing. This is a John Deere themed farm, which with this hail is kind of weird to look at. That's why the house is yellow. Garage is green. Check this out. There's stuff in the garage. Case cedars. What? Yeah, there's stuff in the garage. My John Deere tractor. This is actually the only tractor I have right now at the moment. My truck. John Deere colors. Close the garage. Close the garage. Hey, close. Some apple trees. These little greenhouses. This one doesn't have too many sheds actually. My cow barn. I really like this cow barn. This is the only one I've used it on. Look at the little baby cows. I guess they'd be calves, not baby cows. Yep, it's got flames. My tractor's got flames. And then I got goats over here. Kicking it. And then my gator. Got a little plow that I pull with my gator. It's pretty much just grass field to feed the cows. I don't even remember this. I must have just got this. You should have known the flames or the gator. Oh, you should have known about the gator? Yeah. This is kind of the one that inspired me to use the gator. Well, yeah, you should try to pull it with a gator, Cece. And then on this one, actually, I have this plot over here too. This is grass field. With my dairy over here that I was starting. Because I was gonna use the milk from the cows and the goats in the dairy. That's pretty much all for this one though. So I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with this one, but had somewhat of a cool start idea. And so I had the homestead challenge, but it needs stuff to download right now. Also is this one. Needs a lot of stuff. So I have to download stuff to get into those ones, but and if you this one right here was the one I used for the golden nugget. Did you watch that one, Curtis? You told your brother I didn't even get a tractor till episode 24. That seems like it was earlier than what I thought. It was like more like 30. I was trying not to actually get a tractor, and I wanted to get the tractor that, so the Iseki, I wanted to use tractors that I didn't use before. Have you made it to where I get a second tractor yet? Yeah, CC, you're leaving? I'm about to get off anyway, so I'm just kind of going through the tour. Can I go right here? So did you see this part, Curtis? Yeah, CC, thanks for coming out. I really appreciate you chatting with us. I appreciate the support and all. It's always nice to talk to people. Did you see this part, Curtis? Yeah, it's getting late here too. Yeah, this is how you get the. This is the final golden nugget. Pretty cool. I tell everybody to do it because this is pretty cool. It's a thing to add into it. Sorry, CC, if you're watching still, you're gonna get the spoiler. I don't know if you're playing on Ronita Island though, so. Yeah, it's not quite as hard as. Well, yeah, in real life, I wouldn't be able to do this shit either. But it's not quite as hard in the game as it looks. I'm making it look harder than it is. I'm pretty good at making it look harder than it is. I made a video on where all these, all the gold nuggets, which is the collectibles on this map. And then this is the final one, which this is the map that I did it on. I'm doing a challenge on this map, and so I didn't do that save, but. And then here's the final golden nugget. How's that for you, CC? A little bit. Make your stomach turn a little bit, looking over the edge like that. Yeah, so over. Yeah, like right here is where Rusty's is. Rusty's spot is, and then my spot's like right over here. Now jump. I wonder what it'll do. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it for you. It's the jump scare, Curtis. Here we go. Oh my God, that made my stomach turn. Nothing happened. That was kind of weird though. CC has one eye closed. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool for like the collectibles. The collectibles don't always have stuff like that. No fall damage in Farm Sim, no. See, this downloadable content is the map that I was on. It doesn't want to download or update, and so that's where it is. I appreciate you guys coming out and watching the live stream and chatting with me. CC, Curtis, thanks to Cousin Skeeter. Who else was in here? Rusty Money. Not sure who else. Who am I missing, Curtis? Somebody else was in here. Lee. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, Curtis. I really do appreciate you guys. Like I said, I think I might like the chatting better than the playing the game, which is weird because I really like playing the game. Yeah, Lee. Thanks, Curtis. I'm Walk Walk, and I'll see you next time. Deuces, guys.